Title: 5 Money Habits That Keep You Poor. Fix these today. Duration target: 13 to 14 minutes. Primary keyword: money habits that keep you poor. Secondary keywords: how to stop being broke, why am I always poor, how to build wealth from nothing. Problem: 0:30 to 2 o'clock. Title card: the real reason you're stuck. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Income is not the problem for most people. The median household income in America right now is over $74,000 a year. Text card: median U.S. household income, $74,580, Bureau of Labor Statistics 2024. That is more than enough to build real wealth over time. But the Federal Reserve also tells us that nearly 40% of Americans cannot cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money or selling something. Text card: 37% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency, Federal Reserve Report on Economic Well-Being 2024. Think about that for a second. $74,000 a year coming in. And $400 away from a crisis. That gap, that massive, painful gap, is not an income problem. That is a behavior problem. And I am not saying that to judge anyone. I am saying it because it means the solution is actually in your control. You do not need a raise to fix this. You need to identify the habits. Because habits are invisible. They feel normal. They feel like just living your life. But small financial habits, repeated every single day, compound just like interest. The wrong ones keep you poor for decades. The right ones build wealth quietly in the background while you sleep. Here are the 5 habits that are almost certainly costing you, and exactly what to do instead. Title card: habit number 2, paying yourself last. Section 2, paying yourself last, 4 to 5:45. Here is how most people handle their paycheck. Rent comes out. Car payment comes out. Subscriptions come out. Groceries. Gas. Dinner with friends. A few online orders. Then at the end of the month, whatever is left goes to savings. Whatever is left is usually nothing. Text card: average American savings rate, 3.6%, U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis 2024. 3.6%. That is what the average American saves. Think about what that means over 30 years of working. You are paying Netflix. You are paying your landlord. You are paying Amazon. You are paying your credit card company. But you are not paying yourself. The fix is almost annoyingly simple. Flip the order. Pay yourself first. Before any bill. Before any subscription. Before any purchase. The moment your paycheck lands, move a set amount directly to savings or investment. Automate it so it happens without you touching it. This is called the pay yourself first system. And it works because it removes willpower from the equation entirely. Text card: people who automate savings are 3x more likely to hit savings goals, America Saves Survey 2023. You are not waiting to see what is left. You are deciding in advance what you keep. Start with whatever you can. Even $50 a paycheck. The habit matters more than the amount right now. Title card: habit number 4, no written budget or financial plan. Section 4, no written plan, 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You intend to spend less this month. You think you have a rough idea of your finances. But at the end of the month, you have no idea where the money went. Vague intentions are not a plan. A study from Dr. Thomas Stanley, who spent decades researching millionaires, found that people who maintain a written budget consistently accumulate nearly twice as much wealth over 10 years compared to those who do not. Text card: budget writers accumulate 2x more wealth over 10 years, The Millionaire Next Door, Stanley and Danko. Twice as much wealth. Same income. Different system. Here is the thing about a budget. It is not about restriction. It is about awareness. When you write down where every dollar goes, you make conscious choices. You stop spending by default and start spending on purpose. And when you pair a budget with a written financial goal, a specific number, a specific date, something changes in your behavior. Text card: people with written financial goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. Dominican University Goal Study. Look at this pie chart. That tiny sliver in red. That is the average savings rate. That does not happen by accident. It happens because there is no plan protecting it. Your action step: write out every single expense this week. Every subscription. Every automatic charge. Every habit purchase. Most people find $200 to $400 in spending they had completely forgotten about. Bullet screen: write every expense this week, assign every dollar a category, review budget every Sunday for 5 minutes. Common mistakes, 10:30 to 12 o'clock. Title card: what most people get wrong. Here is where most people go wrong when they try to fix these habits. They try to change all 5 at once. Monday they open a budget spreadsheet. Tuesday they start a new savings plan. Wednesday they research investment accounts. By Friday the whole thing collapses and they go back to default. Willpower is a limited resource. Trying to overhaul your entire financial life in a week is not a strategy. It is a setup for failure. Text card: habit change success rate drops 80% when more than 2 behaviors are changed simultaneously. Journal of Health Psychology. Most people also think the problem is their income. I'll start saving when I make more. But we just showed you the data. The average household earns $74,000 and cannot cover $400. More income without changed habits just means more money to mismanage. The third mistake is treating financial change as an all-or-nothing decision. I spent over budget this month, so I failed. I'll start again in January. No. A budget is not a report card. It is a navigation tool. A pilot does not abandon the flight plan when there is turbulence. They adjust. You do the same. CTA: 13 to 1400 hours. Title card: which habit is costing you? Here is what I want you to do right now. Look back at those 5 habits. Habit 1: lifestyle inflation. Habit 2: paying yourself last. Habit 3: high interest debt as normal. Habit 4: no written plan. Habit 5: avoiding investing. Which one of those 5 habits hit you the hardest? Drop the number in the comments right now. Just the number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I read every comment. And if one number shows up more than the rest, I will build an entire deep dive video on that exact topic. If this gave you even one thing you are taking action on today, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need to hear this. And if you want a breakdown like this every single day, real data, real habits, no fluff, subscribe and hit the bell. The next video is already going to challenge something else you thought you knew about money. I'll see you there. End card. Text card: subscribe, new video every day. Text card: watch next, why 90% of people never build wealth, the income trap. Text card: comment, which habit is costing you most? Drop the number below.